breaking news straight from the Formula One paddock, and trust me, you do not want to miss this. The 2026 season hasn't even started yet, and we're already witnessing absolute chaos. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are furious. Ferrari is playing a chess game like we've never seen before, and the entire sport is on the verge of a revolution that could change everything. But before we dive into this bomb, I need to know from you right now, who is the better Ferrari driver, Hamilton or Charles Leclerc? Drop your answer in the comments right now, because this debate is gonna get hot. All right, hold on tight, because what I'm about to tell you is sending shockwaves through the entire Formula One world. During the first pre-season test in Bahrain, something unprecedented happened. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time world champion, one of the greatest drivers in motorsport history, publicly slammed the new 2026 power unit regulations, saying the cars feel slower than GP2. That's right, he compared Formula One cars to what we now call Formula 2. And if that wasn't dramatic enough, he doubled down on Wednesday night, making it crystal clear that he is not happy with the direction this sport is taking. But wait, it gets better. Max Verstappen, the current world champion, the absolute beast who dominated this sport, jumped into the controversy and compared the new regulations to a supercharged Formula E. Think about that for a second. The two biggest names in Formula One, the fiercest rivals of our generation, are united in their criticism. When was the last time you saw Hamilton and Verstappen agreeing on anything? This is where it gets absolutely insane. The onboard footage is revealing something terrifying. The cars are literally losing speed at the end of straights as the battery drains. Drivers are being forced to use lift and coast techniques more than ever before, and we're talking about gigantic speed reductions in critical parts of the lap. This isn't the Formula One we know and love. This is energy management on steroids. And listen, if you're as shocked by this as I am, if you think this story is absolutely insane, do me a favor right now and smash that like button. We need to spread this story to every single F1 fan on the planet, because what's happening right now could define the next decade of this sport. Hit that like button now. Now, enter David Coulthard, former F1 driver and respected voice in the paddock. DC came out swinging in defense of Hamilton and Verstappen, and his analogy is absolutely brilliant. He said, and I quote, "If I give you an iPhone 3, even if it's brand new, you're not going to thank me because it's less advanced." Think about what he's really saying here. These drivers were piloting the most advanced, fastest, most powerful racing machines on Earth, and now they're being asked to manage energy like they're driving electric scooters. Coulthard gets it. He understands that Hamilton and Verstappen lost. Something fundamental. But check out this move. Coulthard also threw some serious shade at the FIA and Liberty Media. He said the FIA definitely is not comfortable with these public criticisms, and Liberty Media obviously would prefer if everyone just said everything is wonderful. But then he hit us with this truth bomb. In the real world, there's no such thing as bad publicity. And with Brad Pitt's F1 movie becoming the biggest box office hit of his career, Formula One is riding the biggest wave it's ever seen. But wait, while all this chaos is unfolding, there's another massive story brewing at Ferrari, and this one involves Lewis Hamilton directly. Reports started circulating that Hamilton's race engineer situation is destabilizing the entire team. Hamilton himself admitted that not having a permanent replacement for Riccardo Adami at the start of the season is detrimental. Can you imagine the pressure? The greatest driver of this generation joins the most iconic team in motorsport history, and they haven't even resolved his race engineer situation. But this is where Fred Vasseur, Ferrari's team principal, absolutely goes off. Someone asked him about the engineer situation, and he shut it down immediately. "That's not the conversation we're having," he said with total confidence. According to Vasseur, Hamilton is confident, motivated, and the cooperation between driver and team is working perfectly. Then, when reporters kept pressing the issue, Vasseur absolutely exploded. "Please, stop with this story. he fired back. And then he dropped some serious perspective. There are 22 cars on the grid. 6 or 7 new engineers enter Formula One every single year. Team principals change constantly. Vasseur himself is one of the longest serving alongside Toto Wolff, and 3 or 4 team principals change every season. But here's the genius move that Ferrari is pulling right now. And honestly, it might be the smartest strategy we've seen in years. While Red Bull and Mercedes are in an all-out war for media attention, arguing about who has the fastest car, Ferrari is doing something brilliant. They're flying completely under the radar. Vasseur himself said it's mega positive that nobody is talking about Ferrari. Think about that strategy. While everyone is focused on Red Bull and Mercedes, Ferrari is crushing it in reliability, completing massive amounts of laps in the Barcelona and Bahrain tests. The SF26 has shown encouraging pace in both qualifying simulations and race stints. And Vasseur is playing this like an absolute chess master. He said, "What's mega good is that nobody is talking about us. I like this situation. We can stay focused on ourselves." He's basically saying, while you're all distracted by the circus, we're working. And check this out. Vasseur pointed out that nobody knows what fuel loads the teams are running. Mercedes could be pushing hard or saving everything. Ferrari could be running with 20 kilograms, 40 kilograms, or 60 kilograms of extra fuel during a hot lap. These variations are bigger than the actual performance differences between the cars. So this is what we're looking at. F1 fanatics. We've got Hamilton and Verstappen united against the new regulations, creating the biggest controversy of the preseason. We've got Ferrari playing 4-dimensional chess while everyone else is playing checkers. We've got a team with 1,500 professionals being questioned because of one engineer situation. And we've got a 2026 season that could be the most unpredictable championship battle in decades. The sport is changing, the politics are exploding, and Ferrari might just be positioned to shock the entire world when the lights go out in Bahrain. So here's my question for you, and I want everyone to comment. Is Fred Vasseur a genius for keeping Ferrari quiet while chaos explodes around them? Or is this silence a sign they're hiding something, and they know they can't compete with Red Bull and Mercedes? Drop your hottest take in the comments right now. Let's make this debate blow up!